Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people. Green people, crab people, blue heavy metal people.
Hey there guys, this is me, Malorian, and this will be the third and final game of the Battle Ball Tournament. At this point, I'm 2 wins, no losses, feeling really good. Although, you know, I am already starting to think that if I win my own tournament, I'll be seen as kind of a jerk, but luckily that's probably not going to happen because I am up against Jordan. Jordan is an amazing Guild Ball player. He's also on the development team. He really knows his stuff. You know, he won a big tournament over here to get a free trip over to the UK for a big tournament there. So yeah, the odds of me winning are pretty, you know, remote. Plus, when I went and I kicked the ball to him, yeah, the scatter didn't work out. It landed on my side, so he's also going to start with the ball. So, yay! One thing that is in my favor, though, is that whereas the last couple times we played, he did his hunters, and I just felt like I had zero chance whatsoever, he decided to go with Alchemists today. So that's good. However, he is going to be using Smoke, which I have no idea what he does. Whenever I've gone against Alchemists before, it's always been with Midas, and so I know that Smoke is supposed to be weird and has all these shenanigans, and I really have no idea what's going to happen here. So from left to right, he is going with his Vitriol, Flask, Smoke, Mercury, Calculus, and then Decimates there on the right. And for the most part, I'm just planning to get in there and fight. So this is mainly my fighty list that I have here, except I took out Fangtooth to add in Hemlock instead, so that I can go and make sure to clear whatever conditions he does to me. Plus, I made sure I wanted to have Avarice and Greed rather than Fangtooth, because I want that extra activation so I can stall and wait to the end so that that very last activation can be Hemlock to clear it out. So right now it's my usual thing where all my focus, or influence rather, is on Blackheart and Gutter. I got 1 on Rage, but I do have to kind of hold back a little bit, and I do have 2 on Hemlock for reasons already specified. So first thing he does is with good old Decimate, who got to start the ball here, he's going to move up, pass the ball over to Calculus, and start that momentum train going. My first thing will be moving back Greed. Then what he does is come up here with the little robot with Flask, and this makes a cloud. And so one of the things I was thinking of is that he is in the range of Gutter, so if nothing else, if he goes and he passes around this ball and gets a bajillion momentum, if nothing else, I should be able to go and take out Flask. So otherwise, what I do is go with Coin, and I do the Bag of Coffers onto Gutter to give her the extra influence and the free bonus time. Then when he does, it starts getting a little bit crazy with his things here. Calculus goes and passes the ball to Mercury and also puts this little cloud in front of me, which is going to go and poison me. And this is going to be where I know, okay, they're all about effects. They're going to be poisoning me, putting me on fire, all this stuff. And that's okay, right? The one that's going to be coming later from Mercury will be a bigger deal because fire also slows you down. But yeah, being poisoned is just mainly more annoying than anything else. So me, I go and I move up Avarice here. Then what he does is he goes with Mercury. So Mercury now takes the ball, passes it over to Vitriol, and then puts fire in front of me. Now the reason why he doesn't put it on me is because if it was actually on me, I could clear it and then go. But what he wants to do is to reduce my range, my threat distance here. And so if I move into the cloud, then I'll be on fire, and then I'll be -2 speed. So this is forcing me to go around the cloud. So next I go with Rage, and I come up here and I put Tooled Up on the Gutter. Again, just getting that synergy going. Next thing he's going to do is he's going to come over here with Vitriol, pass the ball to Smoke, and then go and put that cloud there, kind of more in the middle. Just kind of, I don't know if it's supposed to be more like blocking line of sight or what. Originally I thought it was just supposed to be blocking line of sight, but later on he said I could see through the cloud. I don't know. It's just more rings all over the place. So what I do is I decide to go here with Blackheart, and I'm going to be popping my Legendary to let everyone move 2 inches. kind of get some more up, but the main reason I want to do this is, one, I need to get over so I can actually see to charge over there, and two, I want Gutter to start working her way around the cloud. So with that, I'm able to charge in, I go into Calculus, really mess her up, knock her down, get off Commanding Aura, and now I have some options where if I want, I could go after the robot, or I could go after Mercury. I have some places where I could go. So otherwise, what he does here is scores on me, because why not? Yeah, this is where Smoke goes, and I just totally didn't see this coming. So basically what happens is that he comes down here, he is able to jump to a cloud, so comes to the cloud that's down here, then is able to move one of these templates. So there used to be a fire template there, then it got flipped over, so it was hitting Rage and Avarice, so now both of them were on fire. Plus, she put like another fire template over there in front of Gutter, so just when I thought I got myself around all these rings, there's another ring, and then hey, because that wasn't enough, let's move up and score. So yeah, all of a sudden it's 4-0 for him. The ball goes up to Gutter, and I'm kind of wondering if I can get up there and maybe, you know, I don't think I can't shoot on net, but I can get into a threatening spot. Maybe I can just kick it off to nowhere. But yeah, this is quickly going against me, and I just didn't see this coming. I had no idea Smoke could do these crazy things. So otherwise, I come up here with Hemlock, and she's going to put out the fire on Rage and on Avarice. For himself, he's then going to be going with no one, actually, because he's out of activations. This is where I'm now ahead of him, and this is where it just didn't really work out. I came around here with Gutter, and the idea was to pull down the little flask guy so that I'd be in Commanding Aura and get to do all these cool things. And the way I position myself, I'm in Commanding Aura, but Flask is just out of Commanding Aura. I forgot that their model has to be in range. I thought everything would kind of work out here. It didn't. So first of all, I don't get all the extra dice and damage. Second of all, I got very unlucky, so that I went to go and pull him in the first time and use the free bonus time. I missed. Luckily, I got to try again, and then it worked. Made some attacks, but yeah, in the end, I didn't do very much damage. I didn't have a spare focus at the end to try and kick it off. And yeah, that's a whole bunch of bad. So at the end of round 1, he is now winning 4-0. And I'm just not really happy of where things are. I mean, I'm kind of in the spot where I'm cutting up his mascot, and Mercury's in there, and also Calculus is really hurt. But yeah, I just really don't know what's going to be happening with this. So really, I do my normal thing like before: 1 on Rage, 2 on to Hemlock, and then I have 3 on Gutter and the rest on Blackheart, and I'm just going to see what happens. But he had way more of the momentum than me. Well, not way more, but either way, he won the roll, and he's going to be going first. So the first thing he's going to be doing is going with Vitriol. Vitriol is going to come down here, tackle the ball away from Gutter, and pass it to Smoke. So fantastic. You know, she just scored 1, and now Smoke's probably going to score another one. To try and make this more difficult, I go with the snake. I mean, I had 2 choices. 1, I could just give up on it, and 2, I could try and do something about it. And I thought, let's try and make it harder. I come down here with coin, I bag coffers myself, and then bonus time the roll to try and tackle. I only need to get 1 successful, but it failed. So his next activation here is with Smoke, and this is where Smoke pops her legendary. She gets to put down 2 clouds here, which does 3 damage. So 3 damage to coin and 3 damage to greed. Remember that greed only has 4 boxes, so that's really, really bad. And so Smoke comes down here, takes out greed, and then shoots it in the net, getting him 2 points and 4 points to make it 10-0. And so after that, he does use 1 momentum to move away. I kick it over there to Hemlock. But yeah, this is so bad. 10-0. Yeah, you know, I had really hoped that I could be getting the jump on things and doing some nasty stuff. I mean, I can always... At this point, I actually was starting to get salty. I was starting to say, like, last time, if I could have gone first, I could have, you know, gone and destroyed his robot and kicked it in, and I'd be up 6 points. But I had to stop myself and say, guess what? You're up against an amazing player. It's just the way it goes. Let's try and actually get some points to try and turn this thing around a little bit. And so it actually goes fairly well. What I do is I go with Blackheart here, and I come over and I attack his mascot. The mascot explodes. I'm also trying to get a little further away from Decimate, who's loaded up and probably after Blackheart. But yeah, I'm able to destroy the mascot. So now it's 10-2, so I at least got 2 points. And then when he dies, he explodes. And so he does damage to Gutter, to Blackheart, to Mercury, and also to Vitriol. So they all get kind of hurt. I make sure to heal up Blackheart and then make more attacks against Mercury. So all these guys are kind of really hurt, and at least I got 2 points. So next, after that, what he does is comes down here with Vitriol, stands back up, and tries to do some spell to Rage, I think it is, but it misses. So Rage charges in here, does some damage to Calculus. Again, doesn't take her out, but does some pretty good damage. His next thing is with Mercury, who comes over and just starts attacking me, starts putting things on fire. So again, fire, slowing me down, all really bad things. But it's not too bad because I just kind of come up here with Hemlock. Now the idea was with Hemlock is that I did have 2 influence to clear these conditions. So I could come up here and I can make all this poison, all this fire go away, but I want to get some more points. So what I want to do is use 1 to pass it to Gutter. I'd pass it to Gutter, then Gutter would go up, kick it in the net, make some attacks, and get a lot of points. But I missed, and the way it works is that it's scattered off to the right, which made it really just stop at the wall, and I pick it back up. So really, I did nothing. Next thing he does here is comes down here with Decimate. Decimate wants to try and go after me and take this ball, but fails. So he does a little bit of damage to me, but he does not steal the ball. Otherwise, what happens here is now Gutter goes, and Gutter is able to clear the conditions off of her, then sprint around, make attacks against both. I was hoping to kill both these guys, but whatever. I was able to kill off still Calculus, which is good. So that makes it 4-0. After this, Avarice just kind of like walks down to Decimate, tries to get an extra model there. But then, when we go and resolve all the conditions, 2 more of his guys go down. Mercury goes down to the fire, and then Vitriol goes down to the combination of bleed and fire, I believe. But either way, yeah, all of a sudden, just like that, I get 4 more points, and all of a sudden it's 8 for me to 10 to him, and this might actually be a game now. So after that round, like I said, it's 8 for me to 10 to him, and I think I'm in striking distance. And this is what I need to have happen. If I go and I load up Hemlock, which is what I do, I need to get some momentum, because as soon as he goes, like, by the way, I won it, so I'm going to be going first. As soon as he goes, I'm screwed, because he can just go into either Hemlock or Coin, get 1 more takeout, and he'll win. So I need to get 4 points right now, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go with Hemlock. This is going to be a hard one, but I'm going to need to attack Decimate, get enough successful so I can get 1 momentum. The one that would be giving me that is a dodge, so I dodge away, move up, or sprint up rather, and then shoot on the net. Again, to roll, I think I have to get 3 successfuls out of 4 attack, and so yeah, she's at the normal 3 attack. I mean, +1 for Avarice. The odds of that aren't in my favor, but hey, if it happens early enough, I can make this happen. So I go and do that, and it fails, and then it works, and it's like, well, what am I gonna do? I got my momentum, I move away, and then I realize when I'm just about to call in and say like, well, I can't do this, I realize there's another play I can do, because if I walk up here, use my last influence to pass the ball to Gutter, that'll get me a 2nd momentum. I'll then have 2 momentum, and I can do a snapshot on the net. And then with that, if I can get 2 successfuls out of 3 dice, I can score and get my 4 points. I roll the dice, there's like a little pause, and then I cheer because I got it, and I freaking won this game. I can't believe it. I'm up against Jordan, you know, an awesome player. It turns out this is the first time he's ever lost a competitive game. You know, he's lost games where they're like play testing things or doing demos. This is the first time he's lost a competitive game. So that's crazy. And the fact that I came back from 10-0, this is amazing. So, you know, I kind of feel like a jerk because it ended up that I won my own tournament. I won Battle Bowl, but I don't care because, or Battle Ball, I don't even know the name of it. It didn't matter. I was so excited that I actually was able to beat Jordan that this was amazing. So I was so happy, and there you go. I guess, you know, the big thing there that it came down to is that if he would have used some more of his momentum to clear off those conditions, he would have survived, but he just wanted to save it to make sure he went first and stuff like that. And what are you going to do? You know, the robot blew up, everyone was in range, and it just really kind of pushed things over the edge. So, wow, so happy with this. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This is the end of the tournament. If you have any thoughts on the tournament or the game or anything like that, please post it down below. And otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye.